Coming to you live from Argaia, this is Optimal Play. I'm Brandon.
And I'm Jordan.
And hi, Jordan. It's your first time on the channel, assuming that I published the videos in this order.
Yes, first time.
Welcome.
Thank you. Excited to be here.
I'm excited to play, not that I don't enjoy playing Blood on the Clock Tower with you, but I am excited to play something other than that, because that's almost entirely, I think, what we've played together.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, this will be fun. I'm excited to do some card battling. Haven't done this in a little while, and it's fun stuff.
Yeah, I haven't yet said what we're playing, have I?
No, go for it.
We're here to play Ashes Reborn, Rise of the
That's right. Ashes, Reborn, Rise of the Phoenix.
It's the game with a lot of names.
Yes.
It's like you said, a card battler, or it's card and dice. It's like
card and dice.
It's a different take on the card and dice than like a Star Wars Destiny. But
yeah.
I'd almost put it in the same. Other than the, it's not a collectible card game. Other than that, I guess I would lump them into the same kind of genre.
Right. There's no random packs or anything. It's more of an LCG.
Yeah. That's trademarked, though. You can't say that.
Oh, it's
I'll believe that.
Okay.
Fantasy Flight will have our asses.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's definitely a Fantasy Flight trade, like registered.
No, but they'll like issue a DMA.
No, that I'm kidding about. Okay. There's not going to be a video takedown over there. FFG loves me anyway. They send me Arkham preview cards. So,
that's nice. That's nice.
Blood on the Clock Tower is our main experience gaming together. So I'm eager to
put a lot of Blood on the Clock Tower.
Throw down against you. Yeah, Blood on the Clock Tower, a game that we love and will never be on Optimal Play.
Very difficult to stream.
It's very difficult, and there are some channels that do amazing videos of it that I don't want to invite a comparison.
That's fair. That's very fair. Yeah, they do a great job. Especially the No Rules Bard, like the newly produced, really nice ones.
Yeah. I think their season of those is done now.
Yeah, they're kickstarting season 2. Shout out, season 2.
Yeah, there we go. I might need to back that because I enjoyed season 1 so much. I don't think that I was aware of the Kickstarter for the first season when it happened. But.
Yeah, I backed it, and I felt it was well worth it, you know? It's great stuff.
It's excellent.
Yeah.
Not just a good presentation of that game, but just like an entertaining video.
Yeah. It's sort of like a TV show. It's like a whole season of Survivor in an hour and a half, right? People get voted off, there's machinations.
Or have you seen The Traders?
I have seen The Traders.
Yeah.
I don't want to get into it. That game is poorly designed, though, right? In comparison to Blood on the Clock Tower.
The Traders is just a quite straightforward game of Mafia, at least at its face. And then as it goes on, and they're like, its tweaks are mainly to like guarantee they get the number of episodes they want. Right?
Oh, really? That's so funny.
In The Traders, right?
Yeah. I didn't finish it. I watched like the first half of it, I think.
I recommend the British one.
Okay.
They're all on Peacock. They made versions of The Traders in the US, the UK, and Australia. And the UK one is by far the best.
Okay. I'll go back.
I highly recommend it. That's the one where the people who are the traders, I don't know if it's just a cultural difference or what, but the ones in America are like giggling and like enjoying knocking people out. The ones in the UK are like having like, it's like causing mental breakdowns that they like have to do this to the other people and stuff. There's a scene where like one of the traders cries on the host's shoulder. Like,
that's fascinating.
It's really interesting, and I think that's by far the most like engaging version of the show, largely for that reason.
Wow, that's crazy.
But anyway,
can you imagine a game of Blood on the Clock Tower and the demon starts crying because they're trying to kill all of the downside? No, I think Brandon might be the demon. He's crying. Yeah.
that would be very funny, actually. Yeah. We and tell me if you've had this idea or if you've done this. We were playing Blood on the Clock Tower last night at Kyle's house and talking about how it would be fun to have a Blood on the Clock Tower party where everyone. You obviously couldn't cosplay as the role that you're going to be because that would be a giveaway.
Right.
But cosplay as one of the roles. So you have someone who's like dressed as a chef, but then the person next to them that's arguing that they're the chef. It'd just be a very funny scene, I think.
Yeah, we thought about doing that one time, and one person came in costume, but no one else did. And the idea sort of fell through. It was around last Halloween. Yeah.
Please tell me there was someone in a demon costume with like red face paint.
No. I think she came as like a washerwoman.
Okay.
Which is also vaguely, medieval enough that you can sort of fit into anything.
Damn, we go to a good friend of ours has a Halloween party every year, and we just have like standing Halloween plans every year. We go to their party, so I guess I will never throw a Halloween Blood on the Clock Tower party, but that's a perfect match.
Just do it not on Halloween itself, on the 30th or something.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. Or that party is usually the Saturday before, so I could just do on the Clock Tower on Halloween itself.
Yeah.
Screw trick or treaters.
There you go.
Yeah. Anyway, this has been... We are not opposed to tangents on Optimal Play, but I guess we should start playing our game at some point.
Absolutely. Should we go over who we're playing as, or?
Yeah, or I'll even here. I'm going to describe in a few sentences what this game is and how you win and stuff. This is not a learn to play video.
Sure.
But this is my first time in years playing this, so correct me if I'm wrong, and I mean that legitimately.
Yeah.
I'm also making sure I understand this.
Sure.
So,
I'm not an expert, by the way, I should say, so I'll do my best.
So we are each a Phoenix-born with our deck of spells and allies and conjurations, etc. We have a health value, and we win by attacking the other player or playing spells or whatever, reducing their health to 0. Am I good so far?
Yes.
And then the structure of the game, we have 10 dice, and we will roll them each round and then take short turns back and forth until we both pass. And then we'll start a new round, refresh our cards, roll the dice again, and that's the flow, right?
Right.
Essentially?
Right, and the dice are the mana that you spend that power your actions in your deck.
Okay, yeah, that's actually a good call out. The dice are the resource system.
Right.
Yeah. Which is, we were comparing this to Star Wars Destiny just moments ago, but that's very different.
Right.
Star Wars Destiny actually has a resource system called resources.
Right. And then the dice are your attacks.
Yeah. This is the opposite. The
Right.
the cards are the attacks, and the dice are what fuels them.
Right.
With that, I am, and I'll switch the camera to where we can kind of see it. I am Noah Redmoon, the Phoenix-born of Viros. I don't know if that's a place or a phoenix or what when it says I'm the Phoenix-born of Viros.
I think it's a place. That's my guess.
Yeah, it would make sense.
Because I'm the Phoenix-born of Silverwood, which doesn't sound like a phoenix. It sounds like a place.
That's true. Yeah.
Silver Lake, really, is where I'm from. I'm the Phoenix-born of Silver Lake.
Perfect. Damn it! I was trying to come up with like an LA city that sounds like Viros. Venice. That's as close as I could get.
Pretty close.
Yeah. So my deck is a ceremonial and illusion magic deck. That's the two types of dice that I'm using to play my cards and trigger their abilities. My understanding is that I'll be summoning some demons, dealing some damage to my own cards in exchange for benefits. Hopefully dealing some damage to your cards, because that's how you win.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's what I'm up to. How about you?
I am Maeoni Viper, Phoenix-born of Silver Lake. And I have charmed dice and natural dice. So there's 4 types of dice in the core set, and we endeavored to use all 4 in our game.
Right.
And I think my main shtick is that I summon these snakes, and they eat things that are yours that I kill. So whenever I kill one of your units, my snake eats it and gets a little counter on it.
Oh.
And his attack strength, or her attack strength, is the number of counters on the snake. So
I hate that.
I'm trying to build up this one unit to be really strong, and
so
that's sort of my.
So I should actually understand this. What exactly does the snake get stronger whenever a unit of mine dies, or do you have to kill it with a certain ability?
So after a unit an opponent controls is destroyed, so whenever one of your units dies, I get a counter.
This seems like a terrible matchup for me because I will be sometimes killing my own units in exchange for effects. So
I didn't think about that. Is that true? Do you kill your sacrifice?
Yeah. So my Phoenix-born ability, it exhausts opponent. It exhausts some of your spells actually. So that's not related to it. But yeah, like I have as a. As an example, I'll just... here. One of the cards in my opening hand, which in this game you choose your opening hand, by the way,
right.
which is super unique,
right.
Is Resummon. It just says, destroy a conjuration you control, then place that conjuration on the battlefield. So it destroys it, and then it's like... It seems to me like the benefit of that is it will repeat its like interplay effects.
And also all damage or cards that are attached to it will go away. So it'll enter as a fresh instance.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
But yes, that would give me another token.
Okay.
Should we change the matchup?
No. I'm used to an uphill battle.
Okay, all right.
I got this.
All right. I didn't think that through either. But let's go.
Let's do it. So we both roll all of our dice.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Oh, I love the feeling of big
handful
of
they're
dice.
Nice. Yeah, they're great.
Wow. Okay, and then we compare the number of basic symbols we rolled. Right.
Right.
It looks like I just rolled 2 of them.
I've got 4, so I'll be the first player.
Okay.
For the first round.
And I guess we've got active dice
Yes, we
over
could
here
do.
based on where I've got where I have my cards.
Yeah.
Okay. And because you rolled more basics, you choose who goes first, and you chose yourself?
I'm going to choose myself.
Okay, all you.
Alrighty. I'm just going to start by playing the Summon Silver Snake spell. So that's
Sure.
what lets me bring my snake into play.
Okay, I hate that. And it looks like it's pretty expensive to summon the snake.
Yes,
now,
it
so that's
costs
good to
the
know.
highest die value on each of my
Oh
magic
wow!
types.
All right. Oh, I see how you sorted. I'm gonna copy the way you sorted your dice here. We kind of have them tiered.
Yeah. So one thing about these dice is they have 3 sides on them. One side is the I don't know what it's called, but the highest value, which is an animal symbol.
It is. I think it was called the power face.
Power face. Okay.
Yeah.
And then there's a sort of mid-tier, which is on, I think, 3 sides, and then there's basic, which is the same across all dice types, and is on 2 sides.
Right.
And the power side, in addition to being able to, play various card effects, each different die type's power side can be spent for an action on that die card.
Yes.
Something special. So that's one thing to point out as well.
Oh, so.
So like your wolf could be used to lower 2 dice.
Yeah, illusion dice. Yeah, lowering 2 dice. Well, when you only have 2 power dice and you need them to summon your snake, maybe that's what I should do.
It's not a bad start. Yeah.
But first, was there anything? So that was your main action to play that, right?
Right.
Are you taking a side action?
I'm not. I'm gonna pass my turn over to you.
Okay. Then I kind of like that idea, actually, of starting with that dice power effect. Why don't I, oh, damn. But I also want that wolf symbol for other things. Funny how that works in a resource system.
Tough choices.
Yeah, alright, you know what, fine. I'm just going to use my main action to play Summon False Demon. This lets me, as a main action, place False Demon conjurations, and for my side action, I will go ahead and play Summon Masked Wolf, which is a side action and a basic to play. This one lets me summon Masked Wolves.
Excellent.
True to its title. I just noticed. I had thought that these had the same art, and I thought like, oh, that's a little lazy, but they have different things on the pages of the book at least.
Yes, yeah.
So that's cool.
And in fact, I think they have. I don't know. I guess the backgrounds look mostly the same. Well, no, yours have some feathers on them, and mine doesn't.
It seems like the size that seems
that's
dictated
what
by
it
the
says.
size of the.
You're right.
Which actually I like this game does that, where it resizes the art to only leave as much text box as it needs, instead of it having a giant text box with very little text in it.
Yeah, that's true. It is nice. It's nice that it does that. Okay, so I'm going to bring in my second summon spell. It costs a heart to do that. This lets me summon my guilders, which are little nice warriors that can assist my snake.
Okay.
And I think I will also play as a side action another ready spell, a side action and a basic. So let's do this one. And this is Empower, which lets me place tokens out on my snakes.
All right. So you can feed the snakes or just power them up.
Right. But this is like a once per round effect, right?
Oh, okay. I mean, most of these are, right?
Right, no,
So
that's
the
true.
second symbol here is exhaust the spell.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Yeah. I just meant the snake can eat a bunch of times, but I can only power it up one time.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to feast on all of your
Fair enough.
water stuff.
Okay. That was it for you?
That's it for me.
Um,
Maybe what I should have done. Well, no. I'm wondering if I should have brought in my snake now because you still have your wolf die.
I'm staring really intently at my dice and my cards, and I'm like, do I want to use that wolf die to lower your dice or to play basically sleight of hand to draw 3 more cards? Is kind of what I'm deciding between. But no, I think it's actually well spent to lower your dice. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. The illusion dice power.
So I take it these two?
It says lower 2 dice in a target opponent's active pool 1 level. So yes, go ahead
These
and
will both become
class dice.
class dice.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay.
That was only my side action. So why don't I... Wait, can you use your main action as a side action?
No.
Oh, interesting.
And if you don't take a main action,
then you're passing.
And if you pass and then I pass, the round just ends.
That would be terrible. Well then, why don't I just use my main action to play Small Sacrifice? It's a ready spell that lets me deal damage to my target units, and then if I do, I can deal damage to your units.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So let me check on what these guilders look like. Ah, okay.
Those since your deck, we were talking, I think, before we started the video that I brushed up on how to play this from Watch It Played video, and he used your deck a lot as example. So yeah, I remember that the guilders also add status tokens to the snakes, right? Or to anything, but it's everything seems to revolve around that one snake.
Yeah, the snake's the focus.
Yeah,
the snake's definitely the focus. And so, what do I want to do here? I think what I'm going to do, and maybe this is a little too bold, but I'm going to play Open Memories, which costs a heart and a basic. And it says you may search your draw pile for one card and place it into your hand.
Wow.
So I'm just going to pick a card out, and I haven't even decided what card yet, but...
So is that... Search your draw pile for one card, place. Interesting. So this was in your first 5.
It was.
Which makes me wonder, like, why not just the card that you would search for? But I guess this lets you see what I'm up to, and then...
I think the reason is that it lets me get a second copy of one of these summon spells.
Oh, yeah, because you
can only have one of each.
Right, okay, I didn't think of that.
Right. And there's probably, like, a right choice as between the summon spells. The snake one, if I increase its potency, lets me start with one token on my snake, or if I have 2 guilders, I can summon both of my guilders out. Which I think I'm going to go for the guilder.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, which just goes into my hand. Okay.
Oh yeah.
And then I shuffle my deck.
And that was your main action. All right.
That was my main action.
Are you taking a side action?
No, go for
it. Great. Then let me. I think I'm going to use my Phoenixborn's side action, Shadow Target. It's going to cost me a... Oh wait, this is... I'm still grokking the iconography a little bit. I just have to exhaust my Phoenixborn and use a basic. Choose a target opponent and place 1 exhaustion token on an unexhausted ready spell they control. So why don't you exhaust your Summon Snake for me?
The reason I'm not going to do that is because Summon Silver Snake has Spell Guard, which says this spell cannot be affected by an opponent's spell, but that's not a spell.
No, this is my Phoenixborn.
Oh, no. That's terrible.
Okay. I'm starting to see how I can beat the Hungry Snake. It's just never let it appear.
That's really bad, actually, because if you're going first next round, yeah, that's terrible for me.
The way out of this for you, I would think, is if you get multiple copies of that, right?
Yeah,
because I would have to exhaust them all in order to truly prevent you from summoning it.
That's correct.
And so when you have multiple stacked spells like you are going to do soon for the Gilder, it turns on extra like abilities, the focus abilities. Do exhausted ones count towards that too?
The exhausted ones still count, I think.
Okay.
And also, you can then cast that spell twice, right? You can put an exhaustion token on each copy of the card.
Yeah.
I think the exhausted ones still count.
I think so too, but...
We can brush up if you think.
No, that's okay. I think that was my understanding from the video I watched, but, one video doesn't necessarily leave you an expert, so thought I'd double check.
So, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to actually just bring in the second Summon Gilder spell.
Okay.
And I still don't have a side action.
My main action at this point will be to summon my demon? I guess. Because I don't want to pass. So, I'll take my main action. I will exhaust Summon False Demon and spend a class die and a basic, which I'll use a class ceremonial to fill in for that, to place a False Demon Conjuration onto the battlefield.
Right. So one thing we haven't said is you can always use a better die to count as a lesser die.
Right. Yeah,
Okay.
and then False Demon is a 2 attack, 2 life, 0 recover conjuration that says Nightmare 1. When this unit comes into play, you may deal 1 damage. Oh, to target exhausted unit. For some reason, I was thinking I could hit your Phoenix Born with this. But that's fine. Like I said, I didn't have another main action that I wanted to take, so I've just summoned a 2/2, and that's... I'll just go ahead and take my side action also, which will be to summon a Masked Wolf. So I will exhaust that, use just 1 illusion class die, place a Masked Wolf on the battlefield. That is just a 2 attack, 1 life, 0 recover. Look past reality, you'll see my wolves stalking you. I don't know what this guy's deal is. Look past reality. What is? I don't know what
It's
my
an
cards
illusion.
do. I guess.
It's an illusion.
I guess, but look past reality. Something about that sentence, like, just
Yeah, it sounds
upsets
really
me.
funny.
Okay, over to you.
All right, so rather than be attacked by both of your units, I think I should summon a protector here. So I'm going to bring in a Gilder. It costs me a leaf die. And I add the Gilder to the board, and I may deal 1 damage to a target unit. So let's snipe that wolf.
Oh, that just happens when you summon a Gilder?
Yeah, it's on the Summon Gilder spell.
Oh, damn.
Place a Gilder conjuration onto your battlefield, you may deal 1 damage to a target unit.
That's super strong.
Yeah, it's
so
not
my
bad.
Masked Wolf is back from whence it came.
Yes.
Back to reality. Since it was not reality before. I don't
Well, right, and so, I mean, that's basically the only damage that will come out of this Gilder, because it has an attack of 0 in life.
Oh, interesting.
So
okay.
it's really just a guard, except for that 1 attack that comes out when I summon it.
Yeah. And then the ability you talked about to give, or the ability that I remember from the video, or however it came up, that can give tokens to the snakes, is that when it gets destroyed?
It is.
Okay.
When this unit is destroyed. So I think in the old version, the snake would get a token when anything died, my unit or your unit.
wow.
And so I think in this they changed it to just your units plus the Gilders. They put that text on the Gilders.
Oh, interesting. Okay. That was your main action?
That was.
Anything else from you?
No, I think I'm okay.
All right. So I think I'll attack. And it ultimately, since you will probably guard, I think it hardly matters whether I attack your Phoenixborn or your Gilder here, but I'll attack your Phoenixborn with the demon.
Yeah. Because I only have 2 Gilders in my summon pile and I can bring them back pretty cheaply, I think I'm going to block, even though I can't deal any damage back to you.
Okay. So that'll exhaust my demon and destroy your Gilder?
So it would, yeah, and then, right, it'll destroy my Gilder. And theoretically, my Gilder had to counter, but it dealt 0 damage.
Oh, yeah. All right. That's my turn.
Okay, yes, I think I will summon another Gilder using my second Summon Gilder spell.
Okay.
So I'll bring that back, and I'll deal 1 damage to your False Demon there.
Brutal.
And that's it for me.
Okay. Then why don't I resummon this demon? Oh, it only hits exhausted units, so it can't even take...
Well, this is exhausted. Oh, you have a resummon spell.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, when I said resummon, I don't mean summon
mean,
again. I mean
right.
play the card
Play the
that resummon. So
Sure.
it is as follows. Wait, what's going on? Oh no, this is a ready spell. I didn't realize that this wasn't an active spell. Okay, so never mind. I will just play resummon, making a little room for it here, adding it to my spell board, and that's my turn.
Okay.
And yeah, so what this does is, as a main action and 2, both class dice? Oh wow, so you really got to be playing Illusion and Ceremonial for this. Destroy a conjuration you control, then place it onto your battlefield. So yeah, that does seem like a good way to take this exhausted damaged demon and make it one that can attack, and should you exhaust anything, could even deal damage to it.
Yeah. Okay, well, I think I'm going to... Oh, interesting. That seems like a waste of this, though. Well, we're just messing around. So I will play Call Upon the Realms,
Speak for yourself. I'm
Which
being
is-
super competitive here.
which is an action spell that says change 3 dice in your active pool to a side of your choice. So I'm just going to make all of these into their best versions. And then as my side action, I will use this frog to deal damage to your false demon.
Oh, that's what the frog ability is?
Yes,
What the
frog
natural
deal
magic
1
is?
damage to a target unit.
Damn, okay.
So I can take that off so
Goodbye,
that
demon.
you can't resummon it.
Smart. With that, then, I think I pass.
I will also pass.
All right. Well, then that's a round.
Right.
So, recovery phase here.
So if you had any units that had damage that had a recover value,
Don't have any units, so that's easy.
don't have any damage. There we go.
Does the Gilder have recover? Oh, no, it doesn't.
no.
Okay. They exist to enter, play, and die quickly.
Yes,
Yeah.
they do.
And then exhaust dice. Oh, that's where you can choose to exhaust it.
Right, so I'm going to leave my 2 snakes up.
Yeah, I think these are all class results. I'm going to reroll everything.
All right.
Okay, top of the round.
You'll be first next round.
Oh, it doesn't come down to who rolls the most basics every round?
I think it alternates. I think that's just the first
Oh,
round.
this does say at the end of each round, pass the first player token and begin the next round. Yeah, okay. Okay, this is not a great roll.
No, I have no frogs, which I'm sad about.
Oh, I'm not sad about that for you. But I have no goats, and I'm sad about that. Actually, I've not rolled any at any point this game.
And so after rolling your dice, well, don't forget about meditating.
I have forgotten about meditating. Remind me about meditating.
Meditating is a side action where you can discard cards. So you can choose any number of dice and flip them to the side of your choice. And for each die you choose to do that with, you have to discard a card, either from your hand, from your ready board, or most often from the top of your deck.
Oh, okay.
So you can essentially be like, oh, I need a goat. I don't have any goats. I can just meditate the goat into existence and then use it.
I see.
Right.
Okay.
So you can always mitigate your dice rolls.
That's good to know.
Mm-hmm.
And sorry, you said that was set them to any face or upgrade them a level?
No, set them to any face.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. I should probably do
I
that.
believe that's correct. I can double check it though.
And then I'm going to go ahead and draw my cards, I guess.
And that card that was in your hand, you could have chosen to...
Oh.
To a side of your choice. You could have chosen to discard. You didn't have to keep it.
Right. But I want to keep it.
Well,
It's amazing.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
That makes perfect sense.
Okay.
All right.
Time to get this party started. Oh, I like this for me. Wait, why? I guess there must be alterations and stuff that can like increase the life stat of units.
There are.
Why does this have life 1, recover 1?
Yes. Right.
But okay. I'm going to... I'll play my Stormwind Sniper. So this is my main action and 1 of each class die. It says ambush 1. When this unit comes into play, you may deal 1 damage to target Phoenixborn. I will choose yours.
Oh, wow.
First blood.
First blood.
And this has concealed. The unit cannot be targeted by attacks, spells, abilities, or dice powers an opponent controls.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's 2 attack, 1 life.
2 attack, 1 life. Got it. Well, how to...
So these, if I resummon them, I can get direct damage to your Phoenixborn over
That's
and
pretty
over.
good.
It seems all right.
Yeah.
I'm already out of the ceremonial dice to do that, so I would need to find a way. But
I'm gonna play a second summon Silver Snake, so that you can't.
Oh,
I could
boy.
have just summoned, but I decided to do this instead.
okay.
That's my main action. I don't think I have a side action, so I think that's gonna be it for me.
What does your Phoenixborn do? Can I? Oh, I can only exhaust spells anyway. But remind me.
She, as a side action, I exhaust her and spend 2 basic dice, and I can choose an unexhausted unit I control and deal damage to a target unit equal to the chosen unit's attack value, without exhausting that unit, or without, or even suffering any damage back. So basically, if I have a powerful snake, I can, snap at you and then come again.
That seems good.
Yeah.
All
It's
right.
expensive, though. 2 dice. 2 dice to do that.
Sure. Well, why don't I see if I can't take that gilder out before it just feeds the snake when I take it out.
Yeah, sure.
So main action will be my sniper will attack the gilder.
So I could block with my Phoenixborn. I can do
that's
that once
true.
per round. I'm not going to.
Okay.
So this Gilder will die.
Okay. And it deals 0 damage back to my
Deals
sniper.
0 damage back.
It's exhausted. And side action, let me summon a masked wolf. This is going to cost me an illusion die. And masked wolf is a 2-1-0.
All right. So for my first action here, I'm going to meditate. I think I'm going to meditate twice. So I'm going to change 2 of these basics into frogs. And then I just discard 2 cards from the top of my deck. All right. And then for my main action, I will spend a frog and a snake to bring in that silver snake.
Yep.
And because it's focused up once, it starts with a token on it.
Oh, right.
So it has a strength of 1.
Okay.
Very scary. 1 strength snake there.
I mean, it's enough to kill any of my units.
That's true. That's true. It is enough.
I am going to... You know, let's do this. I am being indecisive here. Side action, I will play another Summon Masked Wolf.
Alright.
That's a basic die costs. And then main action... Main action. I should probably meditate too. Is that main? No, that's a side action.
That's a side action,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Sure. I just want to get my... I have a battlefield capacity of 7. I think I'm meant to swarm a little bit. So I will summon a false demon, which is a mask and a basic die to bring back this false demon. It may deal 1 damage. Good. I don't have to target my sniper since that's the only exhausted unit. It's
Right.
a 2/2 that may deal 1 damage to an exhausted unit, but there's nothing to target. So
Okay.
go ahead.
So I'm going to spend a leaf to bring a Gilder into play.
Sure.
And that will deal 1 damage to your wolf.
Yep.
And now my snake gets to eat it. And
Okay.
then I will spend a frog to deal 1... Oh no, wait. Is this immune to dice effects?
Yes, it is.
Spells, abilities, or dice powers. Oh,
Yeah,
no.
yep.
I
Keep
wanted
off
to
of
give
keep away from my sniper.
Give my snake more to eat. Well, that's okay. Okay, I think I'll call it there.
Okay. Let's think this through. I should probably meditate? You know, I'll just play this. I'll play Sleight of Hand. It's a action spell that I guess I don't have a discard pile yet, huh? This is my first card that I've discarded. Action spell that is my main action. It uses the wolf, the power illusion die, and a basic to draw 3 cards. And still you try to fathom what I'm about. Yes, I do.
My favorite flavor text is on the card in my hand. Hopefully we'll get to see it played. in this
Yeah,
round.
okay.
I'm looking forward to it.
Alright, that's... Do I have a side action? I'm running out of dice already. I guess, wait, which side of... I'm losing track of... No, those are your active
these are my
dice,
active
right?
dice,
yeah, you have way more dice than I have.
I do have a good number of dice here.
That's scary.
You know what? Don't even worry about it.
No, I shouldn't be scared?
No, don't be scared. It's fine.
Okay, well that's a relief.
Yeah, there you go.
Then I'm just gonna meditate, and I partly drew all those cards that I could just like probably discard from my hand to meditate and pick which ones I didn't want that way. So I'm gonna discard Summon Sleeping Widows and a Bound Soul and change these dice Set them both to power phases.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because you can use those as anything anyway.
Right. Okay.
All right.
I am going to... I think what I'm going to do is use this leaf... Oh, interesting. It's actually a bit of a choice.
Hate when that happens.
Hate choices. Choices are the worst. Well, I could wait on that decision.
As a plane flies overhead. I am near the airport, as regular viewers of the channel probably know.
Okay. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to meditate again, so I'm going to spend one more card from the top of my deck to make this into a frog.
Okay.
And I'm just going to spend these 2 frogs
That's scary.
to play... Yeah, it's pretty expensive. To play Molten Gold.
Ooh, boy.
Which places 3 wound tokens on a unit or Phoenixborn. And I'm going to
this
choose
is the
your
one.
Phoenixborn.
This is the one. All right.
If gold is what you desire. This is straight out of Game of Thrones.
Oh, it is.
Right?
Yeah, you're just
Spoilers for season
pouring that on my scalp.
Yep,
Yeah.
exactly.
Cool. I mean, it just goes through me because I guess I'm like a hologram or something. But
It leaves a little damage behind.
Yeah. I can only
Yeah.
can only handle so much gold passing through me. Okay. That's it, huh?
That's it.
Do not like that snake.
Yeah, the snake seems good. Even though it's only got two damage on it, it still seems pretty good.
Yeah, so it probably shouldn't stick around.
Oh.
That's what I'm thinking.
It hasn't even attacked once. You're going to try and get rid of it? It's got 4 life.
I'll let it attack once.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
But it's gonna fade away. So I will use my main action and my illusion die to attach fade away, which is an alteration. It says destroy. What are you doing?
Why don't you finish what it says first?
It says to destroy this unit at the end of the round. If it was an ally, remove it from the game.
So I'm going to play Golden Veil, and this is actually my favorite flavor text here. It says, you may play the spell after an opponent targets a unit you control with a spell, ability, or dice power. I think that's a spell.
It sure is.
Cancel that effect, and the remaining effects of that spell, ability, or dice power. And the flavor text is simply no.
That actually, because this is basically a counterspell out of Magic. I'm pretty sure that there have been many versions of that card over the years in Magic. I'm pretty sure there was one that just had no as its flavor text.
Oh, really? That's funny. That they just got it. That's great.
I think that's the case. But, okay, wow. Happy for you there.
Yeah, it's feels good. Feels good to do that.
I have 1 die left and a side action if I want it. I can't... Yeah, okay. So I can't use, like, the ceremonial power die as the lower tier of the other color of die.
No, you cannot.
So... I don't think I want to use a side action. You go ahead.
All right. Well, I think it's time to start doing stuff. So I'm going to attack your false demon with my silver snake.
Okay. Yeah, I think
So you could
I could block with my Phoenix
right.
Born.
You can do that once per round.
And maybe I should. Because like I said, I think I want to swarm, and chump blocking all the time is not the way to build up a swarm. So yes, I will take that to my Phoenix Born.
Okay, so that exhausts my snake.
And that's 2 more damage, so
2 more
this
damage.
token's a 5.
Yeah, these are double.
Oh, they're double-sided, okay.
All right, that was my main action.
And no side action?
And no side action.
Okay.
I may have made a mistake, but that's okay. Sometimes we make mistakes.
Speak for yourself.
Sometimes I make mistakes.
Thank you. Let's see. I will... It's weird to me that summoning a false demon is illusion and not ceremonial. It feels like ceremonial are they're the black dice.
Those would be real demons, though. False demons are illusions.
Valid. It doesn't say summon a real demon. That's a good point.
There you go.
Okay. Well, yeah, dealing odd damage to your silver snake doesn't accomplish anything. That will just recover. So I think I just has... It feels like there should be something better to do when I have a power die left up, but I don't know what it would be, so...
What does this do? Search your discard pile for an
ally.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't have any in there.
No, you gotta kill my sniper for that.
Yeah.
Actually,
true. Maybe if I'd targeted that, you would have let it die. Because I was hoping to eat something, you know?
It's true.
Yeah.
So that's right. I am going to use my main action. I'm just going to have my false demon attack. It doesn't matter what I attack here. I'll attack your Gilder.
Okay, so it'll kill my Gilder.
Mm-hmm.
And my Gilder doesn't do anything back.
Take no damage in return.
But it does.
Yep, does feed the snake.
These are 3s on the back, so we'll do that.
That is no coincidence either that the Gilder that is feeding the snakes, they're mice.
Right.
I like that.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, your turn.
Yes, I am going to play. I'm going to spend 2 of these dice. One is a heart, one is a basic. To remove exhaustion tokens from a target unit.
Ooh, refresh. Okay.
Fresh. So my snake is fresh.
Oh, I don't like that at all. Okay, well, here's what I can spend this die on. Even though it's a power die, I think I want to spend it. I'm going to... Was that it for your turn?
That's my turn, yeah.
Okay. So I'll spend it to use my Phoenixborn's ability, exhausting it. Choose a target opponent and place 1 exhaustion token on on an exhausted spell they control. So, you still have a leaf left. You could summon a Gilder, so I'm going to exhaust your other summon Gilder spell.
Perfect.
And I'm passing my main.
Okay. So this is kind of
You
an
could pass
interesting
too.
choice. I thought about that. I thought about that choice. No, I think what I'm going to do is use these both as basic dice to use Maeoni's ability, which is it's a side action. Choose an unexhausted unit you control and deal damage to a target unit equal to its attack value. So I'll deal 3 damage to your false demon.
Okay.
Which will kill it and add another token to my snake.
All right.
And then as my main action, I'll attack your Phoenixborn with my snake.
I better block that with the sniper.
Well, it's exhausted.
Oh shoot! Right. Ouch. Okay, then I just take 4 damage.
Yeah, it's pretty
Oh no. Okay, that's terrible. And I have 16 total health, so 9 out of 16, I'm more than half dead.
Yeah, I only have
Welp.
19 health left.
You're cutting it close too.
Cutting it close, yeah.
Okay, I just passed my turn.
I'll pass as well.
All right, then I'm looking here at the...
Oh, that would have exhausted the snake.
Right. But now we remove
Now we
exhaustion.
remove all the exhaustions.
Exhaust any dice we would like, and then you're the new first player, which is also scary. And I can ready this too, right?
Yep.
And roll our dice.
Roll our dice.
All right, we need some help here.
So, wow, this is a very good roll because I got 2
This is not great.
snakes and 2 frogs.
I have at no point rolled a goat,
Oof.
but I should probably just, who cares if I meditate my whole deck away?
Right. It doesn't matter that much.
Not if you're capable of killing me this round, which for all I know you are.
So I decided not to discard my last remaining card there.
Yeah, I am going to keep the cards that I have also. Draw 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I'm in a pretty strong position here.
Feels that way.
So I think what I'm going to do is just spend 2 dice here. Well, interesting. So what does it say? This unit cannot be targeted by attack spells, abilities, or dice powers.
Yeah.
So this is an ability.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
So I would not be able to target it with that. Because then I could just have free reign of your...
Yeah, that'd be pretty bad for me.
That would be bad for you. Yeah. Yeah, this thing's really annoying, actually.
Good.
It's a good card, yeah.
I'm glad.
Yeah,
Something's got to stand in the way. And then I have that card in my deck that can get allies. Actually, I have multiple ways. There's the card in my deck that I showed you before we started, and my ceremonial dice can all get allies back from my discard pile. So I can just...
You just keep bringing it back.
Never-ending supply of snipers.
Yeah, wow. That's pretty good.
I just have to play 19 of them and I win.
Yeah,
Damage
that's right.
every time.
Just 19. That's all it'll take. Oh man. All right. Well,
What you got?
I don't know if I have any units other than these guilders and these snakes.
Oh,
So
you don't no allies in your deck?
I didn't look, but I don't think so. So I think the
Interesting.
only way for me to remove this annoying thing is to kill it with my snake, but that feels so wasteful. Especially because you'll just bring it right back.
I can bring it back to my hand, yeah, and then I have to play it for 2 dice. Like
Okay,
it's not
that's not terrible.
it's not free to
So
keep
I will
recurring
just
it.
attack your sniper,
Okay.
and you're welcome as well to block with your Phoenix Born.
Take like 4 out of my 7
Take
remaining.
4 out of
yeah.
out of your 7 remaining. That's
I don't.
right.
I don't think I will.
Okay.
I think I'll block with this, or I guess I don't have to block you. I'll let the attack resolve as normal.
Right. So I'll do
I will counter and do 2 damage back.
Right. 2 damage back, and I also eat you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I exhaust.
That's not great. I do like the exhausted part.
Yes, the exhausted part's good.
Is that it for your turn?
Yeah, I think that is it.
Okay. Then I'll use my main action and summon a false demon. It's gonna cost me main action, exhaust the spell, and then a mask and basic die. Bring back my false demon yet again, and when it comes into play, I can deal 1 damage to target exhausted unit. I finally have a target for that. I'll do 1 to the snake.
Oh, that's terrible, because if you do another one of those, my snake will die.
And I would love to see that start over in size. Even though you can resummon it pretty easily, it would at least be back to a... I guess it would be a summon at a 1, right? Because you have the spell focused.
Yes, it'll be summoned at a 1.
Do I have a side action that I want to take? Yeah. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and... Oh, this is... Huh, okay, yeah, we'll let the swarms start. Why not? I'm going to go ahead and spend my wolf power die and exhaust summon masked wolf. So it will summon a masked wolf, as we've covered. These are just 2/10s. But its focus 1 says if you spent a wolf die, the power illusion die, to activate the spell, you can take an additional side action this turn.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, and then with that side action, I'm going to summon another wolf.
Wow.
This time not using a power die, so I can't do it. I can't do yet another one after that, but that feels... Three conjurations that turn feels like an okay turn to me.
That does seem pretty good. The question is, do I try and save this snake, or do I just face facts?
Yeah, you're pretty hosed.
You think so?
Yeah, I think just give up on it.
Yeah. That's fair. You don't have another Summon False Demon card out there right now, so...
Not out there.
Not out there. Yeah. Maybe in your hand. That's a good point.
I do have Small Sacrifice that can deal 1 damage to one of my units to deal 1 damage to a target unit.
Mm.
So that could.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Thank you for telling me that, because that is just the end of this snake when that happens.
Unless you can heal it or something now, yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't have any heal cards, really.
I would love to focus this because once this is focused, instead of dealing a damage to my unit and your unit, I can exhaust both. Which feels very good, because I will gladly exhaust one of my units to exhaust your snake.
That does seem good for you. Yeah.
So we're looking for the other small sacrifice. If we survive long enough to find it, the comeback is maybe possible.
You know what I'm missing? Oh, do I have that? Oh, I do.
Uh-oh.
Well, this is far too late, but I'm going to play Open Memories for a heart and a basic.
Oh, search your deck for a card?
Search my deck for a card.
Okay.
And there's a card in here that I wish I had played out a long time ago.
That's a shame.
Oh, well, now I have to decide. Is it worth... How do I...
I guess this is kind of made up for by like the back and forth of the game, but I'm almost surprised that maybe I've just played so many other card combat games that all have this in common. I'm surprised that units don't interplay exhausted. Like the fact that they can act
if you can summon them as a side action, they can attack immediately.
Yeah.
Like, that's scary.
Yeah.
and it's hard to play around sometimes.
Right, yeah. It's kind of nice because I feel like this game is just faster. You know? Like,
it's true.
In a certain way.
Okay, that was your main action, right? Did you have a side?
No, I think that's all I'm going to do.
Okay. I'm kind of in no hurry to kill your snake because then you have to find other things to do that aren't resummoning your snake. So why don't I just, as a main action, play another Summon False Demon spell and pass the turn back to you.
Okay, you've made a good point about the snake thing. So I guess I have to put pressure on you to kill my snake so that I can summon a new snake?
Yeah, if you can ready the snake, that would do that.
Right. And I can.
Although I guess if you ready it, I could always just... No, I can't block. If you like it... No, yeah, if you attack my Phoenix Born, I can block. It's only if you attack another unit that it has to be a unit with the ability to guard, right?
That's right.
Okay.
Well, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to play Molten Gold for 2 frogs.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Okay, so
this is, I'll tell you, this is the card I got out of my draw pile there.
Oh, sure.
And there was another card I could have used to build my board, and I'll show it to you at the end of this game. But it felt too late.
Sure, that's fair.
So,
and there's 3 copies of that in your deck?
there are.
Okay, so there's one more. I have 4 health left, so you can't kill me with Molten Gold alone.
Almost. Almost.
Whew.
Gotta get one more
That
snake in
is
there.
terrifying. Okay. Yeah, I don't... Yeah, again, I'm not rushing to kill your snake, so why don't I attack?
Oh, I realize now. Okay, yeah.
Yeah?
Attack. Yeah, no,
Yeah?
attack. No, okay.
You realize I should attack?
Yeah, that's what I'm realizing.
I'm gonna send 6 total attack, 2, 2, and 2 at your Phoenix Born.
Yeah, and I can't block, so I'm just gonna have to take it all. Take it on the chin.
Okay.
Good one.
And these are all exhausted.
Yes, they are. Yeah, that's one part's good.
So I'm counting on you not like I think that the thing that refreshed. I'm trying to find it in your Discovery. Oh, it was called refresh. That's a main action, right?
Yes.
Thank God. Okay. So there's no.
There's none of that.
No refreshing
I'm
and
gonna
attack
play
mistake.
another refresh right now.
Oh boy! All right.
For a snake and a basic, which I think will be this one. So this snake is ready to go again.
Yeah. So I need a blocker or to just kill it with damage.
Right.
Was that it for your turn?
That's it for my turn.
Okay. So then, yeah, I think I will go ahead. I have the dice to do it. I'll summon one more false demon. That is going to cost me my last illusion die and a basic. How many of these do I have? I only have 2. Okay, so that's good to know. Play another false demon. Deal its damage to the snake when it enters play. Oh no! Shoot! That's target exhausted unit.
Yep.
Wait! I won't do any of that.
All right.
I'll do the small sacrifice then. That will.
No.
That works on abilities.
It says when your opponent targets a unit you control with a spell, ability, or dice power. That's a spell, right?
Okay. Well, that's scary.
Yeah. I realized
think of
that
this.
I had this. Yeah.
Okay. So, does it cancel the whole ability?
Yes.
Okay, so...
Well, it
Let's
says
see.
cancel that effect and the remaining effects of that spell, ability, or dice power.
Oh, right, and you kind of, you interrupt partway through a card. Okay, so...
So I have to spend the snake for that.
So, and I hadn't spent the dice yet on this, but that was a knife. So that still deals a damage to one of my units, I think.
No, I think it cancels the rest of it. Unless it does...
Yeah,
it's yours first.
it says deal 1 damage to a unit on your battlefield. If you do, you can do it. So I think like that part has passed, right?
Yeah, I think so.
That's brutal.
Yeah, that's the end of the game, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it sure is.
Yeah.
Well played.
I think when you exhausted all 3 of these,
I should have left one up, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I didn't
didn't think about you.
Well, you know,
Can't
it's
play another
a,
effect.
it's a tactical game. Yeah.
Yep. Good game. Good game.
Yeah, good game. So the other card in this deck that I think this deck needs to run well is this Hypnotize card.
Oh, I saw you discard one, but I didn't know what that was.
So you spend 2 hearts, choose a unit you control to gain the following ability for the remainder of the turn. So it's a side action. This unit cannot be blocked or guarded against.
Whoa.
So once you do that, you can just bypass everything you have out here and just go straight to the Phoenix Born.
Wow.
But I didn't play this at the beginning,
That's brutal.
and so, you know, I didn't have it. Yeah, but that's really strong. It's a very strong combo.
Yeah, man, I really was like, okay, I'm getting my swarm up. If I can keep that snake, you know, at least if not exhausted all the time, then at least small.
Right. Right.
Then I saw a path to victory, but it was a fragile.
Right. Yeah.
Fragile path.
And like
to
I said, I
walk,
think
and-
Noah's one of the weaker decks, and I think Maeoni might be one of the stronger ones. But
Potentially.
yeah,
Yeah. Cool. Well, thank you for the game.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna we are live streaming as we record this, so
Sure.
people may be watching it live or recorded. We're gonna go right into one more game of Ashes on the stream,
yeah, absolutely.
but that would be a different video if you're watching this on the channel. So thank you for watching.
Yeah, come on back.
I've always got to be speaking of coming on back, I always got to be a good YouTuber and say, hey, maybe if you enjoyed this, like the video and even subscribe to the channel.
Yeah, definitely subscribe.
That convinces YouTube that we're likable and
Right.
and helps more people find the channel. So that would be great. We'll be back for. I think we were gonna. So these were like master set starter set decks. We were gonna move into some more recent expansions.
Yeah, that was the
talked
plan,
about?
but it's not set in stone. So.
I'm pretty sure that I am an expert at this game now.
Okay,
so
great.
I can
Let's-
handle it.
let's
So-
do it.
So we'll be back for that soon. Till then, be optimal.
All right.